meteorologist Evelyn Taft with when the clouds are expected to open up. Evelyn?
Rick and Sharon, right now we are looking at some of the storm clouds heading in ahead of that main storm system. We're starting off with a look at the big picture. As we get a look at radar over the entire state, you're going to see right there rain sitting over, well, Point Conception to the north and some rain sitting south of Point Conception, but it's still offshore. It's eventually going to slide into Southern California, and as it does, we're expecting pretty consistent and heavy rain into the overnight hours. Take a look at the, well, closer look, the tighter shot of radar right now. You're going to see just a few showers right there over the Channel Islands, over Santa Barbara, but eventually over the next few hours, we're expecting more of that rain. Should be lasting through tomorrow with another storm system on the way. So we're going to time it all out for you on FutureCast coming up in just a little bit. Rick, back to you.
All right, thanks, Evelyn, for a second. They're always great to look at when they're asleep like that.
Right.
I mean,
So
that's when you want to like snuggle up next to them.
Right. I just went through the whole process in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted
We all
to
thinking
put
that.
my hand right up to his paw.
So
I'd like to lay on his belly and watch the ball game.
Yeah.
With him, with him.
That would be perfect.
And then they wake
We're
up and
just
then
kidding, folks.
they bite your head off.
Yeah.
You
So
just don't
beautiful
want to
yet
wake
so
up. They are
dangerous.
beautiful, but yeah.
I know a lot of women like that. Anyway.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now everybody's been talking about this is a good time to hibernate because of the.
Yeah, because of the impending storm.
Yeah.
It's getting closer, really close.
Now,
How
when
much
is it going to start
rain?
raining?
Very soon.
What time?
In a matter of hours.
How much
Wow.
rain?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
I've got rain totals for you. I'll
Okay.
tell you
Try not to give it
exactly
away.
when we're expecting it to hit, right?
Okay.
So we do have the answers.
So we
Just
might have to
bear
close
with
the
me.
roof to the studio here?
Yeah, exactly.
Indoor,
Exactly. The
outdoor
retractable
studio?
roof will need to
Yeah.
be closed.
I
because-
wish.
Yes. No, we don't have one of those. We've got lots of lights up there, but not a retractable roof. One day. All right, but yes, the rain is inching closer to us and snow as well for the higher elevations as well. And we're timing it out as we head into the next few hours here on FutureCast. In just a minute, we're taking you outside to the Santa Monica Pier. Earlier this evening, we saw some of the clouds start to roll in, some of the low clouds, and, well, eventually we're starting to see storm clouds and starting to see that rain as we head into the next few hours. The brunt of it taking place into the overnight hours, lasting through the morning, a little drier by tomorrow afternoon, and then we're at it again later in the week. So expecting not one, but two storm systems to head our way. First one inching closer right now as we get a look at radar. You're going to see it sitting right offshore. You're going to see a look at the big picture, rather. Take a look right here. Rain sitting to our north, rain sitting to our west, and well, you'll see in a matter of just a few hours, could eventually make its way into Southern California. Still sitting offshore right now, but again, that's about to change. We're also looking at a few advisories out there. A winter weather advisory going into effect at 11 o'clock, and wind advisory is going into effect as the storm heads our way. So let's skip ahead to the 5-day forecast right here. I want to mention maybe some rain in the morning, but the brunt of the rain moving in tonight. We're expecting maybe up to 1.5 inches in the higher elevations, 1/3 of an inch to an inch in the lower elevations. Then drying out by Thursday, but by Thursday night into Friday, a lot of these, again, two of these storms now timing out into the overnight hours. That's where the brunt of the rain's taking place. By Saturday, we're drying out, and by Sunday, take a look at that. Plenty of sunshine warming up. Sharon, back to you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Evelyn.
It's going to
is
rain.
moving in.
It is moving in. It's inching very, very close. And I'm getting the question, is it really going to rain? It was nice earlier today. We saw the sunshine. And at this point, it really certainly does look like it's going to rain. As we get a look at radar in just a minute, you'll see exactly why. Taking a look outside right now at the basin downtown, you're going to see some of the clouds starting to move in. And that's going to continue to be the case over the next couple of hours as that rain starts to materialize. At this point, it's sitting off the coast. It's sitting to our north and again to the west as well. But eventually, it's sliding into our forecast, and as it does, we are expecting rain along with mountain snow. So we're on storm watch tonight. Overnight rain. We're expecting rain totals between 1/3 of an inch and an inch by the coast and the valleys, maybe 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches in the higher elevations. And snow-wise, at this point, 4 to 8 inches above 6,000 feet, and snow levels dropping off to about 4,500 feet by tomorrow morning. So pretty low snow levels for you tomorrow morning, and this won't be it. We're actually bracing for another storm that's coming our way later this week. We're going to time that one out for you coming up in just a little bit. Rick, back to you.
You've had both?
I've had both.
Uh-huh.
I grew up with a cat. Now I'm a dog owner. Cats are a lot easier, but they're not they don't depend on you as much as dogs do. So it's just a different relationship. Dogs, a little needier, but different kind of love.
But we love them.
Both great.
We
Both
do.
great.
Love those
yeah.
dogs.
Yeah, love dogs, love cats. They're great. Okay, Well, we're going to move on, and we're going to take you outside right now. We're bracing for that rain. Rumors true. We are expecting rain in the forecast, and we're actually expecting multiple storm systems to come through here. So the clouds coming in, but we're bracing for the rain. You'll see right there. Overnight rain expected tonight. Heaviest rain taking place into the overnight hours, maybe up to an inch in the lower elevations, and in the higher elevations, possibly up to 1.5 inches. Snow, about 4 to 8 inches above 6,000 feet at resort level, and we're expecting another storm system to come through by the end of the week, meaning more snow for the resorts as well. Spring skiing on the way, and snow levels lowering down to 4,500 feet. So that rain starting to inch a little closer to us, and as it does, we're looking at a winter weather advisory going into effect at 11 p.m. Wind advisories posted as well, expecting windy and wet conditions along with snowy conditions as well. We're going to have that forecast for the mountains coming up in a little bit. You'll see right there, morning rain, partly cloudy as we head into your Friday, chance of showers. We're drying out by your Saturday, and we're warming up by your Sunday. For the Basin in Orange County, morning rain. We're drying out by your Thursday. Another chance of showers late Thursday into Friday. Partly cloudy conditions on Saturday and Sunday. And looks like we do have time for that last 5-day forecast for the mountains. We're going to take you there. Snow levels dropping to 4,500 feet, and expecting snow Friday, Saturday, windy but drier by Sunday. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
Wow.
Well, at this point, Sharon, starting to move into Southern California. You're going to see most of it still sitting to our north, still sitting offshore, but not for long. Starting to move inland eventually, and you're going to see a few spots breaking off from the main storm system. Take a look. Just a few, again, spots. So a few little cells. Rather, you're going to see over the mountains right there. For the most part, though, the brunt of the rain still sitting offshore, still sitting to our north, but it won't be long before it makes its way into our forecast. So we're going to time that out for you coming up in a little bit. We also have a few advisories we want to talk about. A winter weather advisory going into effect at 11, expecting snow in the forecast and expecting a windy forecast, especially in the higher elevations as well. All the details on that and another storm system coming our way in just a little bit. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right, thank you.
And the rain starting to move into our forecast. We're going to have your full forecast coming up.
And did it pass?
Yeah, it's on the way. It's inching closer. We're taking a look at Catalina right now, and looks like we're going to get hit pretty soon here over the next couple of hours. The storm's starting to intensify, and it's starting to move inland over the next hour or so. We're tracking the storm for you on radar. Take a look right there. The forecast cone right here showing us that the storm's starting to move eastward, so it's eventually making its way to the coastline. Looks like at this point, maybe in an hour or so, we could start to see rain along the coast in Santa Monica and into the South Bay right there. Redondo Beach, but possibly starting to see rain within an hour. So over the next hour or two, we're certainly going to start to see more of that rain move in. It's going to start to get heavier into the overnight hours, and with those heavy downpours, we're expecting maybe up to 1.5 inches of rain in the higher elevations, up to 1 inch in the lower elevations, and also dealing with snow. Snow levels dropping to 6,000 feet, then above about 5,500 feet, and eventually down to 4,500 feet in the morning hours. No surprise that a winter weather advisory is going into effect in about half an hour, and wind advisories already posted for the storm. So let's get a look at your extended forecast. We have not one but two storms headed our way. For the mountains, again, we are expecting snow into the overnight hours. Ignore that wind advisory right there. By Saturday, a chance of snow and windy conditions by the time we head into your Sunday. And for the Basin, same thing. Rain through tomorrow. Looks like the commute won't be too wet, starting to dry out by the afternoon. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All righty.